So today I'm going to be doing a full face first impressions video because, as you know, I've been buying quite a lot of new makeup stuff lately, so I'm really excited about trying them out on camera. So without further ado, without talking way too much, let's get into all of the first impressions. First off, a face primer. I haven't really got any new face primers, but I've got one here that I haven't shown you on camera yet, and it is the Hydrating Gel Cream from Bobbi Brown. As you can hear, gel cream, you may think, oh, this is only like a face cream, but the great thing about all of the Bobbi Brown face creams is that they've all got a primer effect in them. I'm just smoothing it out onto my skin. It feels really lovely and hydrating because it is a face cream. It is not a face cream that I've used here at home, but I have used it at my counter and I really like it, and it feels just as good right here as it does when I'm at my counter, so it's a lovely cream. Great if you've got like normal to slightly dry skin but you don't like that heavy cream feel on your face. Next product is from Giorgio Armani. It is the Maestro Fusion Makeup Foundation with SPF 15. I've got it in the shade 4. I'm not sure if it's the right shade or not, but we'll have to wait and see. It looks a bit dark right here, but we'll try to work with it. But I'm really excited about this one. It is supposed to be very liquidy and very light in texture, but still give an okay coverage. So that is exciting. I really hope this is going to be good. I haven't really heard too many talk about this one actually, so that is exciting. It comes with a pipette, the very popular way of doing foundations nowadays. Oh, it looks dark. It looks very dark. We'll just try to blend it into the skin and see how dark it gets, but I think that the color is too dark for me. But whatever, I can always just bronze up my neck and then nobody will know. And I'm just using a beauty blender to blend it in. It has got a weird scent, this foundation actually. Kind of like soapy actually. So here's the foundation after one application on my face, and I think it looks good. It is definitely too dark for me. You can see my neck is a bit white compared to my face right now, but it still looks okay. I mean, I could pull this off definitely. It's not too bad, but it is a bit too dark for me. So the woman at the Giorgio Armani counter definitely didn't color match me correctly, but what to do. I think it looks really natural on the skin. I like the feeling of it. It doesn't feel too heavy. It feels a bit silicone-y actually. It's kind of difficult to explain, but I do like it. It doesn't look too dewy, doesn't look too matte. Somewhere in the middle if you ask me, so I like that. But it is not really that full coverage. I don't know if you can see, but I've got like a mark after a blemish and I couldn't really cover up that one, so I definitely need some concealer. But I'll just try to layer it up and put a tiny bit more on my cheeks and just see if I can build up the coverage level or not. But it's very watery, so you don't need much at a time. So we'll just try to build it up and see how that looks. I don't think this foundation will go cakey though, because it's very light in texture, so you can probably build it up with some layers. After the second application, this is a finish. It has covered up a tiny bit more, but it is not full covering. I would say you can go from a light to medium coverage, but not any higher. So, but I like this foundation. It feels nice, so it's nice to see that it looks good on the skin. It is a tiny bit too dark, as you can see, but I'm gonna bronze up my neck area and then we'll be fine. And since I am in desperate need of a full coverage concealer, I'm gonna use the Benefit Boi-ing. Please let me know how to say that. This is in the color 01, so it's probably like the lightest shade. So the product looks like this, and it is a creamy concealer, I think. I'm very excited to see if it's going to be really like heavy and thick on the skin, or if it's just going to be very lovely and natural. I really like these kinds of concealers if I want a full coverage, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. I'm just using my Zoeva concealer buffer brush just to get it onto my skin and where I need that extra coverage. And right now it feels very creamy and lovely. It's not too thick in its texture, so it's very easy to get onto the skin. But it's definitely a bit paler than the rest of the foundation. We'll just have to do some blending work today. And then I'm taking my beauty blender and just starting it into my skin. Sexy. it actually looks really good. It has covered up all of the minor imperfections pretty well, I would say, so it's definitely a full coverage concealer and I like that. I'm just going to use a tiny bit in my inner corners right here because I'm a bit, like, I've got some dark circles under my eyes, and because I have got a darker foundation on, it will brighten up a tiny bit, but not too much. I'm just quickly setting it with some setting powder. This is just the transparent loose setting powder from MAC. So this is not a new product, but I just want to set my under eye area so I know that it doesn't crease. But the concealer looks okay around the eye area actually. It has brightened up a tiny bit without being too dramatic. For my brows, I haven't got any new brow product to show you, so I'm just using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Taupe. And right now this is probably my favorite brow product. I don't know why, I'm just going through phases with brow products, and right now I'm just in love with this one again. However, it does take me a while to do my brows, so I'm just gonna go through it really quickly for you guys. By the way, while doing my brows and just not having to focus on how the product really performs, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys who've been so lovely in your comments about my Halloween tutorials. It has been so much fun for me and I've really enjoyed doing them, and I think I'm going to do a couple more. I think that you guys like them. I just get so many really nice comments and it really makes me so happy, and I'm so happy that you've just been so excited about them, so that makes me so happy and so excited myself. I love being more dramatic and so on, so it's just been so much fun for me, and I've just been experimenting a lot this Halloween or this October. So if you've got any last minute requests for any Halloween tutorials, let me know, because then I'll try to get them into my schedule. The brows are on, and I'm just setting them with an old trusty friend, the Gush Defining Brow Gel, and this is actually the clear one because I don't want my brows to be too dramatic today. Because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my eyeshadow, I'm going to move on to my lips. I've just been so inspired by the Kendall Jenner lipstick that I bought recently. It is the orangey one. It is so freaking beautiful, so freaking pigmented, and I'm just so excited about wearing this color today. But firstly, I'm going to line my lips, and I'm going to use my new MAC lip liner in the color Ruby Woo. I do know that this lip liner is more like a straight red rather than an orange lip liner, but I'm just going to draw my lips up like really nicely. In that way, it's going to be easier for me to use the lipstick. Oh, but this is nice. It goes on very smoothly. Can I just say I love this lip liner already. The color is really beautiful, a very nice red. So if you want to go for a matte red lip, you can totally just wear this one. It is so nice and goes on so creamy, so easily. There's nothing wrong with the formula of this lip liner. It is amazing. Some of MAC's lip liners, they are a tiny bit drying, whereas this one, it just goes on so smoothly, so I love this one. And now I'm going to apply the Estée Lauder, what's it called, Pure Color Envy matte lipstick in the color Restless. Oh, pretty. I'm just using a lip brush just to be a bit more precise, but it is absolutely stunning. This lipstick is stunning. I love it. Oh my gosh. But just to make it even more pigmented and orangey, I'm gonna use the Gerard Cosmetics, what's it called? Hydra Matte Lipstick, Hydra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Mercury Rising, which is also a orangey red thing. Yes, Intense SF. We'll just let it dry, but oh my gosh, I think this looks so freaking cool. I absolutely love it. I'm in love. Moving on to the eyeshadows, I am not going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette because I'm going to do an entire video with that soon. But instead, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Maya Mia palette, and this is so pretty. This is also a new one from me, and I haven't tried it yet. And to prime my eyes, I'm going to use the ArtDeco eyeshadow base. It looks like this. Oh my god, my nail just totally went through that. Gross. But yeah, it is just a solid, creamy eye base. As far as I can see, it's just translucent when it gets on. It doesn't really give up any color. I'm just trying to warm it into my skin with my fingers. You guys probably can't tell, but when I get up close to a mirror, it does look a tiny bit patchy, so I'm kind of worried for the eyeshadows now, but we'll have to wait and see. This is a first impressions. The first color I'm going to use, there was a brush in there. The first color that I'm going to use is a color called Vanilla up there, and I'm just going to use it on my entire eyelid just to set the eye base and to make it easier for me to blend the other colors. This eyeshadow on me is totally translucent. I can't really see it on my skin, so that is nice. When I get up close, like really up close, the eye primer has just made my eyeshadow go on really, really patchy, and it's just not cute. So the ArtDeco eyelid primer, eyeshadow primer, I don't like. No. The next color I'm going to use is a color called Caramel, which is right there, a really nice like warm brownie color. And I'm going to use that one in my crease just to warm it up. Next I'm going to take a tiny bit of sienna up there, and I'm putting it in my outer V just to define my outer V a tiny bit more. Ooh, this is a pretty shade. Honestly, these eyeshadows are amazing. They're just like bad eyeshadow primer, don't even care, we're still gonna look amazing. And lastly, just to put a tiny bit of a glittery finish to my eyelids, I'm gonna use a color called Glisten right there. It is a very glittery eyeshadow, really beautiful. I think I'm just gonna use my finger to apply it from the middle of my eye and then into my inner corners. Ooh, beautiful and very pigmented. I'm just going to take a blending brush and then use a tiny bit of caramel and sienna under my eyes. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but both caramel and sienna, they are matte shades. So they're great for blending and for building up the crease and stuff like that. I don't really feel like that I'm done with my eyeshadows yet, so I'm going to try out another shade. I'm going to use a shade called Deep Brown, that one right there. The almost black brownie color, and it is also matte, and I'm just going to line just above my eyelashes so it looks a bit more full when I'm applying my mascara. As you can see, it just looks a bit more pulled together now. And now let's move on to mascara. This mascara is an oldie of mine, and I've had it for like such a long time, and it still hasn't like dried up on me because I don't even remember using it like more than one time. I actually mentioned it in a products I regret buying video or something like that. It is the YSL Shocking Mascara, and I remember that it was shocking to me that it was that bad. So I'm just really keen on giving it another go and seeing how I like it now, if it's because of my technique back then that I didn't like it or whatever. So this is kind of like an old first impression again. Also just the brush, it looks so freaking clumpy. Well, here goes nothing. Need to save this shit. Oh my god, I don't like that mascara. I'm glad that I got my roller lash from Benefit. It can literally save all kinds of different clumpiness. What the F? It's a high-end mascara, it's supposed to be good. It is clumpy, it is glooby, it is just so wet in texture, so difficult to work with, and it smells really perfumey as well. I just don't like it. Honestly, this is going out now. I'm never ever going to use this one. Maybe I'll give it to a friend, but on the other hand, I wouldn't even recommend this to my friends, so... But if you've got any clumpy lashes going on, use your roller lash from Benefit if you've got it, because it is really nice at separating the lashes again so they don't look that I'm not clumpy. On a more positive note, the actual makeup look with the eyes and the lips, they look so good together. But let's move on to the rest of the face. I am very, very excited because the product I'm going to use now is the Kat Von D Shade+Light palette. Oh, and I haven't used it at all yet. This is totally new still. I haven't used it even once because I was like, I need to use it in a first impression video. There are 3 different kind of like setting powders or highlighting powders if you are not as fair as me. And then there are 3 contouring / bronzing shades. And I think that I'm gonna be mixing these 2 together actually. This one is going to be too dark for me, but these 2 I'm gonna try to work with. Firstly, we'll start out with the contour shade. Oh yeah. You go, Kat Von D, you go. You go, then go. It blends in like a dream as well. Very, very blendable. I like. And some nose contouring. And we'll also try to bronze up the entire neck area because we need some bronzing up so we match. And now on the cheeks. I really like this. I think it looks very natural without being too much. You know, you can definitely tell I've been bronzing up and that I've been contouring as well. But it looks very, very nice. It doesn't look too grey, it doesn't look too orangey on my skin. It looks really, really pretty. The last product that I'm going to use is the Gerard Cosmetics highlighting powder or star powder in the color Audrey, which is a really nice champagne-y light shade. A tiny bit patchy maybe, but nothing too bad. I like it. This is definitely an intense highlighter and you don't really have to use much. It settles into the skin in a not that nice way, if you ask me. So when you get up close, it is very, very visible, but from a distance, it just looks like I'm a star. So I kind of like it, but just don't use too much. Ooh, and let's just try to use it as an inner corner highlight. That may be pretty. Yes!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
So here's the finished makeup result. I think it's a very nice warm toned orangey makeup look and I really like it. Overall the finished result and also just the products, they worked really, really well. The only 2 things I'm a bit on the fence about. Oh no, I totally forgot to mention the horrible eyeshadow primer. Don't go for ArtDeco's eyeshadow primer. It is not good. It is very, very patchy and I would definitely say that that is the worst product. I totally like forgotten it again because I was just like, I don't even want to think about it anymore. But that was really, really bad and probably the worst product of the entire video. And then comes the mascara. However, let's be positive and end on a positive note because I like the look, and if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, then please give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and have the most amazing day. Bye!